Good morning, students. So, yesterday we were dealing about chapter 3, that is profit and non profit organization. I'm just giving you a quick revision of whatever we have studied till date. So, regarding organization means what? It is a group of people working for the similar motive or similar aim. In organization, we studied profit and non-profit. Profit organizations are those organizations whose primary objective is to earn profit and they have high risk, like Reliance Industries. I have given you an example of theft or robbery that has taken place in jewelry shop. Non-profit organization, I told you all those organizations whose objective is not to earn profit, as the word itself means non, but its objective is to render service. Render means provide service. It has little risk because the money involved in this non-profit organization is very less as compared to money involved in the profit organizations. For example, HelpAge India. Then we also learned that there are various organizations of non-profit organizations which can be segregated like societies, trust and non-profit companies. In societies, I told you a group of 10 or more than 10 people who are working voluntarily. Voluntarily means wishfully, not under the force of someone. And they are working for what? They are working for the sake of common interest. Like I gave you an example of annual evening in the school. What happens? A group of 10 to 15 people are made volunteers. They clean the school. They maintain the discipline in the school. The common interest is that in the annual evening, all the events scheduled happens in a very smooth manner. So everybody has a common interest that okay, we'll volunteer for the school activities and we'll make it a success, right? Trust. In trust, we said, yeah, coming to the point, why is it as a non-profit organization? Because you imagine, like in the annual evening when you have in the school, when you and your friends become volunteers, do you desire money from the school? Do the school pay you for your volunteership you have done? No, it doesn't, because it's a non-profit organization. It is a society, because at that point of time it seems like it's a society, a group of 10 or more than 10 people who are working for the common interest, right? Then in trust, I told you what happened. Trust is basically run by a group of trustees. Trustees are basically the members of the trust, right? And what do? They provide financial support for what? For social cause. Like I gave you an example of scholarship that is given to the students who are meritorious student, but they are financially poor, because of which they are not able to pursue their higher education. So what happens? These trusts, like Tata Trust, okay, so these trustees, what they do, they provide scholarships, they provide financial assistance to the students. Non-profit companies, I told you, non-profit companies are basically those companies who are set up not for earning profit but for serving the society. Now what is company? Company is again when a group of people is working for the purpose of earning money, for the purpose of earning profit, right? Then we have types of non-profit organizations. In types of non-profit organization, please note it's a very important segment of this chapter. There are 3 important organizations that is frequently asked in your board exams, right? The first one is charitable organization, the second one is commonwealth organization, and the third one is mutual benefit organization. We'll understand each and every organizations very thoroughly. Please understand. So what is charitable organization? So charitable organizations are basically those organizations that provides financial assistance. Financial assistance means provides money for various social cause. These organizations do not earn money out of the charity. So just understand a very simple way. Charitable organization means those organizations who are doing charity. When the word charity is known, charity is done for some social cause. Like there are organizations, let's take an example again of the similar kind of example, like the scholarship that is provided to the students who are from an economically poor background and they are meritorious student, and because they cannot pursue the higher studies, what do they happen? This charitable organization does a charity. What do? They donate the money. They donate the money for the higher education of that student. So just understand in this manner, okay? Then we'll understand the second type of non-profit organization, which is again important from the view of board examination or even the normal exam that you have in the school. Mutual benefit organization. Where the word itself means mutual benefit, means the benefit of the members of the organization and the public. Mutual means what? Common. So common benefit to whom? To the public and to the members of the organization. Okay? And so is the definition. Voluntary associations set up for the benefit of their members and the public. Understood? Like, let's take an example of clubs. So, let's take an example of club. What happens in a club? There are clubs in various society, in various locality. What happens? This is basically a group of people, right? Who voluntarily means doing it wishfully, not doing it under the pressure of somebody. So voluntarily what they do? They set up a club where there are certain members who are working for the benefit of the society, right? And these members, whatever activities they do in the club, that benefits the public as well as members. Like there are different kind of functions that happen in the clubs, right? There are so many cultural events that happen in the clubs. So what happens here? Point number 1, these clubs provide a source of entertainment whenever they have these kind of activities, these cultural activities, right? So it is benefiting whom? It is benefiting the members and it is benefiting the public also. How? The public is getting entertained, the public is enjoying the time in the society, they are getting to know the people, each other through this kind of events. They are able to showcase their skills in these kind of events. And how is it beneficial to members? The members, when they organize these kind of events, they become known to the public. They feel that okay, they are doing something, they're serving the society by these activities, right? There's so many clubs. Now we'll deal with the Commonwealth organization. The Commonwealth organization means organization established for the benefit of public or society. A very common example of Commonwealth organization is the army, the navy, the police. What is happening nowadays? Due to coronavirus, there are so many hotspots, right? The red zone areas which are completely sealed. And what are happening? There is a toll-free number given by the state government or the central government. What happens? You just call up on that number. The police people will pick up the call. Whatever you demand for, they will go and get it for you. Whether it is grocery items, whether it is some emergency items like medicines. What happens? These member of the organization, like the police people here, what they do? They'll go and fetch it for you. They'll bring it at your doorstep. So they are serving the society. At this incidence of coronavirus, where people are not allowed to step out of their house due to the lockdown, these people are working as an organization, are working and serving the society. Understood? So these organizations are established for the benefit of the public or society. Right? Then comes the fourth kind of organization, that is religious organization. The word itself means religious organization. Means what? All those organizations that provides facilities to people through religious activities. Take an example of Gurudwara. A very recent news on your newspaper you have seen. A newspaper of today's. What does it say? It says that all the Punjabi Sikhs, what have they thought? They have thought that whichever people, wherever they are, all those poor people who are not able to get food due to the lockdown, due to the coronavirus situation, these Gurudwara set up organizations, they will be providing food to all these people who are in need of it, right? Not only this coronavirus incident, there are so many times where different kind of Gurudwaras or different kind of religious organizations and institutions, what they do? They provide free services, free facilities. What kind of facility? Fooding facility to the poor, to the needy. Like if you have heard about the term, like in Punjabis, they have langar system. In Hindus, they have bhandaras, right? So these are certain kind of religious organizations that are providing facilities, because at that kind of point of langars or bhandaras that we have in our society, what happens? The religious institution do not ask money in return. They are simply serving the society, right? So let's move to the educational organizations. Educational organizations are those organizations set up to provide educational facilities at nominal fees. Like think about the Central University. In Jharkhand, we have Central University of Jharkhand. We have Ranchi University. What happens? These are universities set up by the central and the state government. And what happens? They are providing educational facilities to the student at a very nominal fee. Please note down, nominal means very low fees. And that too, these fees are for the maintenance of the buildings, the infrastructures, the college departments. Right? So the main purpose is that being a non-profit organization, it is serving the society by providing educational services. Public health organization. Public health organization set up to provide free medical facilities. Now think, who provides you free medical facilities? The government hospitals, the Sadar hospitals, right? What happens? When you go there, you don't have to pay a huge amount of money to the doctor. There might be a very nominal fee that you pay for rupees, 5 rupees, right? And you get operated from the doctor, get prescribed medicines from the doctor. So this public health organization, a very common example is the government hospital. Then municipal organization. Municipal organizations are organizations set up to provide water, electricity, sanitation and other essential services. Like you have seen in cities, there are various municipal corporations who are working for the specified area. What do? Within their jurisdiction, they look after the sanitation, they look after the water, they look after the garbage. Like a very common thing of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, if you have seen. What happens? There are different municipal corporations. Under them, they have the garbage vans. They come at your doorstep. Basically, it happens in the cities. They come at your doorsteps. They collect the garbage and they go. So, are they asking money from you? No, they don't. They are actually serving the society. How are they serving the society? The municipal organizations are serving the society by maintaining the society clean, by maintaining the society hygienic. There are so many people. When you go to Ranchi, you might see there are so many people, there are so many ladies who have a big broom in her hand and they keep on cleaning the roads. Who are they? They are the part of the municipal organization. They are helping in maintaining the place neat and clean. In return, we do not pay so much amount of money for that. But they are serving the society. The next is political organization. Political organization, the parties exist to protect the political interest of the members. Now, what do the political organizations do? The political organization basically are those organizations that looks after the political interest of the party, of the members. Right? What happens? Like we have Bharatiya Janata Party. We have different parties, right? Congress. So what do these people do? They have different organizations in different setup locality, and there are members who actually work for this organization for the benefit of this organization. So in case if any member of this organization actually needs some kind of help, some facilities, these organizations are always there to help. Let's take a very common example. Before the election, there are so many campaigns that goes on, right? Campaigns, you understand, distribution of pamphlets, whoever is standing in the election. Then they have different kind of lecture sessions in an open field, right? So from where do they get this money? From where do they do this? The organizational structure, the political organization, this helps that particular political party in organizing such events. Okay, so today I have completed this chapter, that is profit and non-profit organization. Is a very simple chapter that I have explained you. Please note the homework for today. The homework is explain mutual benefit organization. Question number 2, explain commonwealth organization. And question number 3, explain charitable organization. Please note all these organizations, you can write it in your own words. It is not necessary whatever I have told you, same to same, you don't need not to write. Do not copy it from your book. But yes, there must be keywords that needs to be highlighted, because this will help you while scoring good marks in your examination. And give examples with whatever you are writing. I hope I have tried explaining it to you in a better way through very simple examples that is operational, that is included into day-to-day life activities. But in case of any doubt you have, you can ask on the number that is given on the WhatsApp group. Thank you.